money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money.
What's up everybody? Thomas Kennedy here. Finally back again with another airbrush video. I've been putting in a lot of time on this painting that you're about to see. So I tried to level up my portrait work a little bit. So that's why it's taking so long, and I've also been busy with stuff here at the shop, other side projects, and just everyday life stuff. So I apologize for not posting as often as I would like to, but the next couple of videos, hopefully I'll be able to post more often. And if you have any requests on paintings that you would like to see done on this channel so that I can give you some pointers along the way, feel free to comment below and just let me know what kind of stuff you want to see me paint more of. The most requested stuff I'll make a video especially for, so do that. And for those of you who have already subscribed to my channel, thank you. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so and hit the thumbs up button. It helps my channel out a lot. It's already growing at a pretty decent pace, so thank you all for that. And I'm going to continue to keep bringing y'all as good of paintings as I can, try to level it up even more, and do some videos, you know, for stuff y'all want to see. And also I want to say thanks to y'all who have followed the links below to my online stores and bought products. I really appreciate that. I put a lot of time into my online stores and try to bring the best products to the customers, so check those out. workhardneversettle.com, bowsbabyandbeyond.com. Those are in the description section below. Follow those links, share them if you don't mind. I have some cool stuff, have a little something for everybody on there. No matter what you're into, you should be able to find something on there. If you have a family, kids and stuff like that, I have kids clothing on both of those, so check those out. Let me know what you think. Let's get into this. Alright, so here's the finished product. I'll share with you guys what paint I used and a few of the techniques, and then we'll get into the time-lapse video. Alright, so as usual, I used Createx paint on this painting. I am going to purchase a new set of paint. I should have done it a long time ago, but I'm going to finally do it. I'm going to get the illustration color set for doing more stuff like this. I just have a whole lot of Createx paint from where I do a bike rally every year, so I just use this. But for the next fine art piece, I am going to use Createx illustration colors, so I'll let you guys know what I think about those as well. But the paint I used on this one, like always, I use a lot of opaque black, and you can get this stuff from TCP Global online, or probably other sites as well. Just Google Createx airbrush paint, or you can pick it up at Hobby Lobby. They just don't have the big bottles, but you can get smaller bottles and just see what you think about it. Opaque white as usual, transparent medium gray. I always use that on my black and white stuff. And I actually also mixed in some of this opaque sky blue. As you can probably tell, it has a slightly cool blue tint, and that's what happened. I mixed the gray, white, and black, and the blue. I did a lot of different mixtures on this one. That way the portraits themselves have kind of a cooler look. And then on the background, this is just straight out of the bottle, medium gray, transparent medium gray. And then on the border, this is actually some just cheap acrylic titanium white, fine touch. This might have been from Hobby Lobby also. I've had it for a long time. So it was actually that. and Liquitex Basics straight out of the tube. Those two I put together and I just slapped it on here really thick with a paintbrush to make this border. Mainly just to kind of give it some contrast with texture. Most of this is airbrush, so it's nice and smooth. There are a few spots where I used a paintbrush, as you'll see in the video. But a lot of times I like to do nice, smooth paintings, and then for background do a lot of heavy texture like this. I think it really makes it pop, gives it some contrast, not just with darks and lights, but with smooth and rough. So, if you have any questions about specific techniques that I do or anything like that, or equipment, just comment below and I'll respond to you. And I'll also have all the equipment that I use listed in the description section also, and with links where you can buy those on some of those. So check that out. But something like this, I didn't even keep up with the hours in it, but I have a lot of hours in it. Each time I worked on this, I did a couple hours, sometimes a few hours at a time, and I didn't even really time it. I didn't want to rush it. I just wanted to take my time, and that's why it took so long for me to get this video done. But it was worth it because I kind of leveled up my work on this portrait painting. So if you are struggling with portraits and you have any questions with that, just also comment below. But the main thing with portraits is if you're doing them for commission and you're not drawing something from life, you know, you can use a photo reference like so. These are the references I used. And I also, in a couple of my videos, I think I'll go through there and show you guys the stenciling process, and then projecting your stencil to the canvas, which is what I usually do just to save a lot of time instead of trying to freehand or do the grid method. It saves me at least a few hours of work. So I'm a tattoo artist, so I do a lot of the stuff I do. If I do a realistic style tattoo, I just trace on tracing paper, make a stencil. So I kind of just keep my process the same when I do paintings. That way I stay in the habit of how I do my everyday work. Plus, if I learn new stuff, I can level up my tattoo work as well. So I just keep it consistent with painting and tattooing. And like I said, mainly to save time, because it would take me a few extra hours to freehand draw this straight on the canvas, whereas projecting it, you know, I might have an hour of work stenciling and projecting, so I save a few hours. But with portraits, the better the photos, the better you can do the painting. Both of these were pretty good. This one was a really good reference from a smartphone camera. It took really well. The lighting was good. All the highlights were good. I mean, this was an ideal reference photo. You can see all the good detail in the hair. This one wasn't bad. It didn't have as good of contrast, but still overall a pretty good reference photo. So keep that in mind. If you are doing portraits for commission work, make sure you tell your customers you need the best possible photo they have. Sometimes you might have to work from a crappier photo and just do the best you can, or you can just turn down the work. But I have turned some down, and I have done some from a crappy photo and just did the best I could. So just keep in mind, if the photo's crappy, just tell them straight up. Just say, you know, I'm limited to what I can do quality-wise, especially if you're taking a small pixelated photo and blowing it up to something this size. Then it's hard to take a crappy small photo and do a high-quality big painting. The better the photo, the better you can do the painting when it comes to realistic stuff, especially portraits. So keep that in mind. Also, when it came to throwing the blue in there, I did that just for kind of another form of contrast to kind of make it pop. I really like the antique style portrait drawings, the old charcoal and pencil drawings that you see. Sometimes if you go in Cracker Barrel, you'll see a few samples hanging on the wall, like real old photographs or real old sketches. And it looks kind of just like a faded vignette, and I just really like the look of those. So on this one, This was a painting for my girlfriend with her daughter and her daughter's great grandpa, who she never got to meet. So since this part of it is kind of a memorial thing, I wanted to have him kind of faded in there light, and I just kind of naturally thought of those antique portraits. I thought that would be a cool feel, so I wanted to do something similar to that, but also throw in my own style as well. So that's why I went with the gray, faded gray here, transparent, and then I threw in more like an opaque, cool blue theme throughout the portraits themselves. So it really helps it contrast, especially with the transparent gray background, the real thick opaque white around the border, and then the cool blue opaque gray for the portraits themselves. So I have three different things kind of contrasting with each other. So I'm happy with the way it turned out. Let me know what you guys think. Give me an honest critique in the comments. I'm up for that. There's always room for improvement. This is one of my better portraits so far, but I already see things I can improve on it. So give me your critique and let me know what you think. And if you like the way this looks, follow along and find a good photo reference of somebody you want to do a portrait of, and just do something similar. Try to use some of the same techniques and follow along. If you want to do something with that cool blue look, go for it. I recommend trying different looks. I do a lot of just black and gray portraits, so I want to do something a little different and give it more pop. And like I said, I'm happy with the way it turned out, so let me know what y'all think. And if you are trying to level up your portraits, just keep practicing. I always tell people, draw on paper as often as you can. If you want to get good at portraits, draw some portraits like this big, draw a bunch of them. Try the same portrait over and over. Every few weeks, try the same one, see what you did wrong, try to improve. And over time, your portraits will get better and better. So just keep practicing. Let me know if you got any questions in the comments. Throw a critique in the comments for me. Let me know what you think. And once again, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the thumbs up button. Help me grow my channel even more. And with all that being said, here's the time-lapse video. Hope you enjoy it. And until next time, peace out.
It's the money. It's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money. The money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money. money. It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money. It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money. It's the money. 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 It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money. it's the money.